Hey everyone, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel, and today in this video I am going to teach you a budget strategy for tomorrow. There is a very important announcement which I want to make before we continue. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll be going live on YouTube and I will be implementing the same strategy which I teach you today in this video. So whatever we are going to learn, the same thing we are going to implement it tomorrow in the live trading session. So now coming to tomorrow's budget most likely can be a non-event. That is what is expected because we have the general elections coming hardly within 2 months. That's the reason they might not end up taking any big or drastic measures before the election. So tomorrow I'll be discussing about a simple Nifty strategy because tomorrow also happens to be Nifty expiry. So generally I like trading Bank Nifty on the budget day, but unfortunately since we don't have expiry for Bank Nifty tomorrow, we will stick to trading Nifty because whenever we trade an instrument which has the expiry on the budget day, the chances of making the profit is higher. The strategy which we'll be discussing is going to be a very simple Nifty strategy which can be completely automated using FinTarget. I am also going to backtest this strategy and show you the result on how it has performed. I have kept in mind both the previous budget where it was extremely volatile. So if you remember previous budget, the markets went up almost around 1.5% and crashed almost 3% from that particular point. And on the other hand, if you take a look at the budget the year before that, it was a year where the market absolutely ended flat. There was no big movement and whoever sold options, especially straddles, literally ended up minting money. So what I have built right now is a system which has worked well in both the cases. Both in the case where the market did not move and in the case where there was a huge volatility. So once I share the system and backtest it, you are going to get a better idea. So what I am also going to do is automate this entire strategy using FinTarget. So I'll be showing you how you can do it so you don't even have to sit in front of the screen for the trades to execute. So there are a couple of important things which I would want to tell before we move on. The very first thing is we are going to backtest this strategy using Stockmock. I have attached the Stockmock link in the description with which you are going to get 20 free credits which you can use for backtesting. The second thing is I have also attached the Firstock link in the description. By opening an account using the Firstock link, you will be getting 2000 rupees worth brokerage credit absolutely free. And finally, I have also attached the link of the strategy. So just by clicking on the link, the entire strategy will be created for you and you can automate it tomorrow. So right now, FinTarget supports 7 brokers, so you can automate with any of the broker. So now coming to tomorrow's trade, it is very important to understand that profit or loss is secondary. I don't know if my strategy is going to give me any profit or loss tomorrow, so there is no guarantee about that. But what we can surely do is try to manage our risk well. So I am going to make sure that even in the worst case, we won't end up losing more than 1% of our capital with the trade. So I have carried a very simple trade for tomorrow. So I'm going to close it in the morning and later come live with you guys and trade this strategy. So as I already mentioned, profit and loss is secondary. Making sure that you manage risk well is the primary goal of tomorrow. It doesn't matter if you don't make money, just don't lose a lot of money. Make sure that you cut off all your trades with 1 to 1.5% as your maximum risk. Not just that, in case if I get any good trading opportunities, since I am primarily a discretionary trader, I am also going to end up taking some discretionary trades which I'll be sharing with you in the live session. So let us see how the entire thing goes. So as of now, we are just going to take a look at what the strategy is, backtest it and learn how to automate it. So I hope this video will be insightful for you, and I also hope that you will be joining me tomorrow live at 10 a.m. on YouTube, and see you guys there. And let's move on to the screen recording. Hey guys, welcome to the screen recording. And today we'll be discussing the budget trading idea in Nifty. As I already mentioned in the intro video, generally we end up trading Bank Nifty, but this time we are trading Nifty because Thursday also happens to be the budget day and the Nifty expiry day. So as option sellers, we have higher chance or potential to make more profit when we trade an instrument which is expiring on the budget day. So the thing is, this year's budget might not have any big surprises because even our finance minister has made it clear that don't expect anything big from the budget because we have the election year coming up. So that's the reason the budget is expected to be slightly on the lower note. So nothing big positive surprise is going to mostly come out of the budget, right? And also on the other hand, if you take a look at Nifty, we have seen a fantastic rally in the market already. So starting from almost around 18,800 in the month of November, all the way to 22,000. So this rally, what we have seen in the last 3 months, is almost close to around 15 to 20% in Nifty. So already the market has seen a very big run up. So if you ask me my expectation after such a big run up, I do expect some kind of profit booking. So because we also have the election coming hardly in 2 months, so markets usually end up rallying even during the elections. So that's the reason before which we might see some kind of profit booking where markets can slightly end up coming down, and then we might pick up the steam later on. So that's the reason, in my opinion, we might end up seeing a directional move on the downside, or markets can actually end up consolidating. So in case if it gives a breakout and starts going higher, so I would be more than happy for that, because I'm pretty sure if the market ends up going higher, everybody would be happy because whoever has invested will end up making money. So honestly, I want the markets to go higher, but somewhere I believe that there might be some kind of profit booking after the budget, especially in the PSU stocks, by the way how they have run up. You can look at PSU banks like PNB, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India. So you can also look at something like maybe the power sector stocks. So it can be REC, PFC, something like NTPC. So they have seen a fantastic run up. So when you come to the oil sector, that is ONGC Oil India, even they have had a fantastic run up. So basically the entire PSU sector, even the railway sector, you don't even have to speak about it. So the stocks have gone as though there is no tomorrow. So post that, maybe there might be some profit booking at least in the PSU stocks. So this is again, when it comes to market, nothing is certain. So it's just an expectation that we might see some kind of profit booking. So since we are trading in Nifty, so I would be suggesting a simple strategy. So generally, as you know, whenever we trade for budget, we generally end up doing a simple system trade. And that is the exact thing what we'll be doing now. So we'll be following a simple Nifty system strategy, which has worked really well across budgets. So we are going to automate this entire strategy and we are going to run this strategy. I'm also going to show you how you can automate it. And also, most importantly, I will be doing this live. On Thursday morning, I'll be joining you live on YouTube. So from 10 o'clock, I'll be streaming the entire trade live. So we'll also keep looking at budget on how things are going. And I'm pretty sure that all of you are going to have a lot of fun. So make sure, without fail, you join on the budget day and stay tuned for the entire trade. So here is a very simple strategy in Nifty what we will be using. So here I have gone actually 200 points OTM. So as we all know, we'll have quite good premiums on options, especially on the budget day. So that's the reason we can go 200 points far OTM and still get very good premiums. The reason why I have selected this is there might be some kind of volatility, and that's the reason staying ATM can be riskier. So it is better to go slightly far OTM and trade rather than staying very closer to money. So that's the reason instead of going ATM, I have actually gone 200 points OTM. So that is 4 strikes away in Nifty. So as usual, we have created a short strangle, and on top of that, we have placed a simple 50% stop loss. Trailing stop loss, that is 1:1, and most importantly, a stop loss re-entry. So what does it mean? So just to give you an example of how re-entry works, in case if any stop loss is triggered and the option comes back to the cost price. Let us take an example where this option is entered at 100 rupees and the stop loss would be placed at 150 rupees because we have 50% stop loss. So we are keeping an SL re-entry of 1, which means if the stop loss gets hit at 150 and the option is coming back to 100 rupees, so if the stop loss is hit and the option comes back to the entry price, we are going to re-enter the position. So this is a very simple system. As you can see, 200 point OTM strangle, 50% stop loss, trailing stop loss, and a SL re-entry. So the thing is, we are going to enter this system around 10 a.m. And why I have specifically chosen 10 a.m. is because on the budget day in the morning, we can expect a lot of volatility. And as and when the market starts to become more volatile, the premiums are also going to increase. And that's the reason we can easily avoid the first hour of trade and start entering the trades around 10 o'clock. So that's the reason my entry time is 10 a.m. and we are going to exit end of the day. So when you actually backtest this on the budget days for the previous 4 years, so you can see that this particular strategy has given profit on every single budget. So when we take a look at the overall strategy statistics, so we can see that this particular strategy has given us overall of 9%, that is on an average 2% every single budget. So the thing is, the data right over here is just for 4 days. Hence, it won't be possible to make the right judgment. But on an average, you can see the budget where there was no much movement in the market, or the budget where there was a huge volatile movement in the market, this particular strategy has performed well. You can see all four budgets starting from 2019 till 2023. This strategy has actually turned out to be profitable. So the last year's budget was one of the hardest to trade because we saw a complete V-shaped move. So if you remember in Bank Nifty, we went up by almost around 1000 points, and from there we fell close to around 2000 points. So it was one of the toughest days to trade. So overall, there is nothing much to look at the data. So on an average, it has given close to around 2% returns. So that is a fantastic return. But when you take a look at the data, there is hardly 4 days. So there is nothing much for me to show. So luckily, it has turned out to be profitable on all the four budget trading sessions. So now coming to the most important part, how we can end up automating this. So this is a very simple strategy. And one thing what you have to note is I'll be also using some of my discretionary abilities when it comes to live trading. So during the live trade, not just sticking to the system, if I get any good opportunity, I will also end up taking some discretionary trades. So to automate this strategy, I'll be coming to FinTarget. So as you know, FinTarget is a easy to use automation platform which you can use it for free. And here we are going to set up this simple strategy where the entry time is 10 a.m. and we are going to close it by the end of the day. So once that is done, so we are going to short Nifty. So here we are going to short 200 point OTM option. So we are going to keep a 50% stop loss, trailing stop loss of 1:1 points, and we are also going to keep a SL re-entry. So re-entry here is nothing but recost on FinTarget. So I'm just going to duplicate the same. So here I'm going to change the call option to put option and change it to 200 point OTM. So here you can see that we have already set up this strategy in hardly 2 minutes. I'm going to save this strategy as the budget strategy, and I'm going to share a link with you in the description. So you can just end up opening this link and you can also end up automating this trade. In case if you end up going one lot of this strategy without any hedge, it will require closer to around 1.5 lakh. So I'll be mostly going 30 lots because I have a capital of around 50 lakh. So if possible, I will also try to hedge it and increase it to 50 lots. So this is the same strategy which I'll be using tomorrow live on the budget day. So what I would also request you to join me on the live trading session, so you don't have to trade, so you can see me trade. You can see how I exactly end up managing the position. So I hope it will turn out to be a fruitful and an insightful session where you end up getting to learn how I manage the positions. Whether I'll be ending in a profit or loss is secondary. One very important thing is even if we are ending with a loss, I'm going to make sure that the loss does not exceed 1% of our capital. So the loss will be contained within 1% of our capital. So that is what I would be aiming at. So you can also try going to fintarget.in and you can start automating your trades. So currently FinTarget supports 6 brokers. We are also introducing fires very soon. If possible, it will be available from tomorrow. So that is the update for now. Tomorrow, maybe towards the later half, I'll also do some kind of discretionary trades if I get good opportunities and good premium. So if the market is not very volatile, I'm pretty sure even Bank Nifty is going to offer quite good risk to reward, because when you take a look at simple Bank Nifty option chain, so when we take a look at Bank Nifty options for next week, so you do see that the premiums are almost pricing in closer to around 1,400 points. So this is quite a lot of premium, to be honest. And in case if the budget turns out to be a non-event, we are going to have a very good premium decay even here. The combined premium of a straddle most likely will be somewhere around 700 to 800 rupees, but considering it is 1,500 or 1,400 rupees, we have very good opportunity for decay. So let us see how exactly things are going to play out. Anyways, I'll be joining you tomorrow for a live trading session. Make sure you're there at 10 a.m. on YouTube Live. So we are going to look at the budget and also trade together. So I hope this video was insightful. If so, make sure you hit the like button, share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for joining.